What up, what up, what up, Jen? Checking in, y'all. How you living, how you feel? Let me make sure the dream is real. Oh, okay? Give me 1 second to check in, check in. Yes. All right. Good job. And it is, hold on 1 second. Okay. Good. Okay. One more, one more. Okay. All right. Let me try. Um, 1 minute, y'all, to share. Because sharing definitely is caring, y'all. For real. Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. All right. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey. Make sure I can see myself over there. What's going on? So I'm live on TikTok and I'm live on Facebook. You know what? We can hit that live on the gram too now that we got it shared out a couple of places over there on the good Facebook, Instagram, on the TikTok. Let me get some folks in over here too. Right? So let me get my phone holder over there too. Oh, we got it everywhere now, baby. Hey, we is in that thing, baby. We is in that thing. Yeah. Hey Facebook, hey TikTok, hey Instagram, we is in that thing. We still in this. We still in this. We still in this. Okay, and that's what it's all about right now. I'm still in this. I'm still in this. That's really what this live was about tonight. The fact that I really am still in this. Y'all, tonight, share with y'all that I'm on the run. I'm on the run, yes, yet again. I'm on this run yet again. I'm in this thing, this fight, this challenge, this goal I set for myself to help people. Y'all, it's so important that I reach this goal, and I'm going to share with you tonight. So important. I've been about in tears. I have cried today. I'm telling you, the closer I get, the more because TikTok, y'all don't really know my story. Not the way Facebook and especially Facebook and some of Instagram do. Y'all really just getting to know me for real. You know, if you follow me on Facebook, you know, especially my Second Chance 21013 page, then you know what 21013 is. And you know it's not just the page name. So I'm going to share with y'all tonight. Y'all going to get to know me. Instagram, if y'all don't know me like that, you're going to get to know me. Facebook, for those who are new to my page, y'all going to find out what Second Chance 21013 is. And why this goal means so much to me. Why this challenge means so much to me. First of all, I want to say thank you for tuning in, be it today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, whatever the case may be. You're here. You're watching. Thank you. This thing is very emotional for me. It'll be one of the biggest achievements of my life. And ooh, I've been shaking all day. When you've gone through the things that I've been through, it gets really real. Let me step back with me to that 21013. In case you don't know, I am a model, I am an actress, I am an author, I am a speaker. I have my own journals, right? Let me see if I can find one for you, a book. Oh, that's where the rest of my stuff is. In here. Okay. So, this is one of the books I'm in, right? That's me on the back, right there. Right? That's me. This is called She Owned Her Story. Part of my story is 21013, chasing my dreams, right? Trying to make it to Atlanta to pursue my acting on a larger scale. I've probably been on your TV. Background nonetheless, but paid. Okay, that part. This is my journal that I created myself. Okay. Love Yourself Self-Love Journal. Okay. All right. Second Chance 21013 on the back. All right. This is my product. Right. I created this from scratch. I created this journal. I have another journal, Fall Into Blessings journal. I don't have that right on hand right now, but this is, I have this in the big size and the small size. I created this. Why is this important? Because as I'm in my hometown right now, where people they may have big ideals, but they're scared to pursue them. Because like me, when I was growing up, I saw people on the TV living these big lives, but I thought it was unachievable. Right? I'm an 80s baby. I grew up in a time of seeing Takara come out as a plus size model, right? If you remember that, a next top model, and it was like, wow, wait, there's a plus size model. And at the time, I was like 230 some pounds probably. I was a big kid. I was overweight. I had been overweight my whole life, y'all. And so to see Takara come out as a plus size model, I was like, wait, so I can model too? I was probably bigger than her, but still, I was like, wow, wait, I can model too. And so my eyes got big, like, wow, I got a chance. And so, also, I was in marching band in high school. I've been in music been my whole life, y'all. I started with the little recorder thing, right? I played the trombone, baritone. Band, I say band kind of helped save my life. It kept me, I grew up in the projects, but it gave me something to do after school besides stay in the street, right? It gave me something productive to do. It let me travel and see places and things. It led me to Atlanta, where I saw people that looked like me drive nice fancy cars, out to eat, enjoying themselves and everything. I was like, oh. I was like, okay then. I was like, well, wow. They just out laughing and giggling and stuff. That's when the underground will open. Okay, and the restaurants and the shops was open. I was like, ooh, okay, well, nice. I was like, I want to do this too. Right? I was like, these is black people living life, living fancy. That was my first time seeing a Maserati, child. Downtown Atlanta. I was like, ooh, you're fancy, huh? Right? I was like, y'all, the black people live like this? Because my little town, honey, they was driving the old schools, okay? Which was the new schools back then in the day, okay? In the 90s and stuff, right? I was like, wow. Wow, it's black people live like this. Now, no, I had seen a little bit of black people because I have some in my family, but they never showed me how to obtain those things, right? I was just outside looking in, might go over to a house and enjoy and be around, but never had a conversation of, hey, what do you like to do? And let's see how you can turn this into a business or a profit or something like that. I never got to have that conversation. But my mom, I watched her cook cakes, pies, skins, sell roach chalk. Went out there with her too. Yeah, door to door in the projects, selling roach chalk. They needed that, okay? Y'all know how the projects do. Go to door, sell cakes and pies to the point where when I got to middle school, and I remember that one thing, my mom, my favorite color is blue, y'all. And I wanted that red shirt. And my mama said no because she didn't think I was going to wear it because my favorite color was blue. And that was all it took. And it changed everything for me in that moment. I was told no. And I found something to sell. Something that people wanted right then because I wanted that shirt. It was at JC Penney's. It was red and it had a little cute little stuff there. Right? And at that time, y'all, the candy was 25 cents. Well, 50 cents. Like for Snicker bars and Baby Ruths and all that stuff, it was 25, it was 50 cents. And then that's when they had just come out with the blow pops. They were for $4. So I would take, the chips were still 25 cents. So I would take, we had food stamps, y'all, because we grew up in the project. So I would take my mom would give me some food stamps, right? So I would go across the street. I would go buy some chips for $4. I would get candy bars too for $1. And then whenever we went to the Dollar Tree, I would get them blow pops for $4. I would fill up my book bag, y'all. To this day, I don't like pocketbooks. Now I carry these. I got backpacks, got a lot of backpacks. To the point my best friend even know I don't even, well, she wouldn't buy me no backpack. She's bought me like 2 different ones of these. I don't do backpacks, y'all. I don't do purses. I might snag it up or look every now and then, but I always been a backpack person. And when they came out with these, baby, oh my God. Okay, and the sachet thing, the thing, I love them. To this day, I still carry products and stuff in one of in some type of thing, not a purse, right? Hey, what's a habit's a lifetime thing, right? So I would fill my book bag up, right? I fill my book bag up. And I carried to school. And my grandma door was cooking skins. So I had everything in my book bag. I had the candy bars. I had the chips in there. I had gum in there. I had the skins in there. And I was selling them, everything. And I asked my mama next time we went to that JC Penney's, I bought that shirt. And it felt so good. And the feeling never went the way. It was empowering to me. I bought that shirt and it triggered something in my mind from there on. You ain't gotta wait on somebody else all the time to get something. It changed everything for me. It changed everything for me. It's kind of like when you get your first apartment or you buy your first car. When you get your first anything, you get your first paycheck and you can go do something for yourself. That's the feeling. And you want more of that feeling, right? You want more of that feeling. Once you get it, you don't never want that feeling to go away. Right? Right. I feel like I need to close my curtains. I'm going to tell you, hold on for 1 second. Ugh. Okay. You'll never know what people mind be. Okay. Anyway. But anyway. That feeling never left. Basically. And it was a feeling of independence. Of, okay, well, if it's something that you don't want to do, that's fine. I got it. I know how to go make money now and get it. Okay? So fast forward. I know how to do now. I got options. I know how to flip it. Buy something for $4, double the money, and reinvest. I've been doing that my whole life. I find something of value to people, whether they need it or not, whatever the case may be, that something that people want. And, you know, the roach chalk, hey, that's something that people need. Right? Roaches don't go away. Right? So whatever the case may be. Fast forward to health. Let's step into 2013 for real. Chasing my dreams. I want to be a model. I want to be an actress. I want to be a singer. I want to be on the big screen, the billboards and all those things. So I'm like, I got to get to Atlanta. I did get to Atlanta. It was the getting back part. I had an amazing time when I was down in Atlanta. Spent some time with some celebrities and all that good stuff. I had a blast. On the way back, though, I had so much of a blast that I didn't account for the long drive home. And about 7-something that morning, about 7:10 in the morning, I flipped my car in a ditch and I broke both ankles and my hip and I went through the windshield, and it changed the trajectory of my life forever. Or did it? Breaking both my ankles and my hip was devastating. Because my first thought was, your ankles. Who gonna want you on their runway with your ankles broken? How you gonna walk in heels like that? Your face is tore up. Who gonna want you on their TV screen like that? And that's actually what some people said to me too. Nobody wants you on their TV screen like that. That's what some people said to me. It really is. But I fought, y'all. I fought. I remember when they took the bandage off my left eye here. Y'all, I screamed to the top of my lungs until my throat was dry. It was so scary to me, my eye. He said that's why they didn't show me at first. That they wanted to let it heal. They did surgery on everything, and I could not see my eye till almost time for me to leave rehab. I screamed so loud in that office because it scared me. And all I could think was my hopes and dreams. Everything I wanted to be was gone. Well, my eye healed, or was on the healing journey at that time. But I got clearance to start weight bearing. It was difficult. I had been sitting down for 2 months. My calf muscles, my thighs, my muscles was weak. It was like I was walking like a newborn baby, like a calf. I could barely do anything. But once I got the hang of it, I remember that day that I took those steps on my own. Oh my gosh. I was so happy. I was elated. I felt my independence coming back. And my daddy was happy. Fast forward. Now, while I was in rehab, I lost a lot of weight because you're sitting down and you got a lot of water going through you, right? Oh man, I remember for like 2 or 3 weeks, I couldn't go to the bathroom because trauma will stop you up, right? I didn't know that. The doctor was so concerned about me not going to the bathroom. Oh my God. I didn't use the bathroom for about 3 weeks, y'all. I was eating. But I could not go to the bathroom because the trauma had impacted me so bad till it compacted me. Yeah. He was concerned. I said, look, I need you to bring me about 2 pitchers of water. And I'll try. I drank water all day long for 2 days. And when I tell you when I went, I said, y'all, I had a roommate, an older lady, and she was over there on the other side. I said, y'all, I need to get to the I need to sit on the thing. I need to get on the boy. That lady said, damn, wait. She said, y'all gotta get me out of here. Y'all gotta get me up out of this room, baby. Woo! I think I went to the bathroom about 2 days. Oh my God. It was bad, baby. It was bad, baby. It was bad, baby. It was bad. It was bad. It was terrible. It was bad. Okay, fast forward, y'all. I got home. I was at the lowest weight ever as an adult. I think I had got down to like 212 or something. I was small, y'all. Like, I was still over 200 pounds, but my body was small. Like, everything was shrunk. I had lost my butt, everything. It was weird. I had lost everything, right? That's why I tell people, don't worry about the scale. It's the inches, baby. It's the inches. I had lost all the muscle. That's when I realized the muscle is real. When you lose your muscle, like muscles really do, it really is weight. So, as I got back out there into the world, I went to Atlanta, y'all. I did. And I started eating that polo tropical, whatever. You know, they be having them whole chickens. Y'all. I had that rehab food. Y'all, I went on, got to Atlanta, and I had the little boot on my foot and the crutches and everything, y'all. I was toe up, but I still went to Atlanta. I still had a dream. I still had something to accomplish. I told God that you let me get back on my feet. I'm going. And I'm going to prove that you are God, that you are who you are, like you give second chances. The billboards, on them. Magazines, in them. TV screens, on them. And they ain't talking about I'm talking about Fox. I'm talking about Disney. I'm talking about NBC. I'm talking about ABC. Stages, on them. Books, in them. red carpet hosting, done it. I had my own show. When I say my story went viral more than once, I had to cut my phone off for like 3-4 days because it kept it was that serious. When I got to Atlanta, people knew me. It was that serious. That's how bad my accident was. According to the world, I'm not supposed to be here right now. Y'all see how that car look? You got to go to Second Chance 21013. That's second spelled out, chance spelled out, 21013. That's 21013. You look at my car. You look at my face. According to the world, there was no way I should have walked away from that car accident. But I did by the grace of God. I said, I do what you need me to do. It has become my ministry. I said, I'm going to reach the world. I'm going to reach the world. Christ, I said, I'm going to be on stages across the world. I'm going to be in rooms that my feet will probably never touch. My name will be in rooms because of you, God. I'm going to help people across the world. Can I tell you, because of my perseverance, in 2018, let's back up. 2016, I had to have surgery on my ankles. I did a fashion show in Rochester, New York, and it took about 20 some hours to get from Atlanta to Rochester, which means I had to ride that whole time with my ankles, my feet down. So all the blood done rushed down to my ankles. The walk, the runway felt like the size of a football field. You had to make that drive back. By the time I got back, my ankles were blurple, and the swelling would not go down. So I had to have surgery to take the brackets out my left ankle. I did one more show. I hid my boot in my bag, and I did one more show. And then I transferred my job to Jacksonville, Florida. Life changed again. Not being able to do what I loved, not being around the energy that I needed, I gained weight. And I gained it really fast. I went to Jacksonville, Florida. My normal weight is at the time. By the time I hit summer, I was 250 some pounds. By the time I hit October, I was almost 300 pounds, breathing heavy, having heart palpitations, slobbering, thought I was going to die in my sleep. And I was ready for it. I was ready for it. I was ready to die. My job, all the weight of everything that was coming in on those phone calls, I was in the retention department. And I was retaining everything coming in on those calls. And my body was holding on to all the stuff that people was throwing through those phones. And I just really thought I was gonna die. I said, God, this can't be. I said, I'm a creative. I know how to do too many things. I said, I know how to do too many things, God. You telling me I'm supposed to be in this cubicle? You telling me this all I'm meant to be is on this phone? Lying to these people to get a check? This is it? For real? Okay. I said, God, you gotta send me something. This can't be it. I can't do this the rest of my life. Y'all, can I tell you, God sent me the wildest thing. I was looking for some exercise classes. And I came across this hip hop class. Right, I had been to the gym by myself, but wasn't consistent. Came across this class, and there was just jugs sitting in the corner. I said, well, what's that? She said, ain't nothing but some tea. I said, some tea? I said, why it look like that? She said, it's flavored tea. I said, well, how much is it? She said, 25. I said, okay. Well, I said, well, can I get some? She said, yeah. Go. She said, yeah. So, man, I took that tea to the house, man. She told me I started drinking that tea. I said, I said, what's in this tea? I said, why it's so good like this? She said, it's just tea. I said, well, girl, I done about drank half. She said, now, wait a minute. She said, you can't drink up about 2 8-ounce cups today. I said, well, wait a minute. If it's just tea, why that? She said, well, it's a cleansed tea. Oh, I said, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Y'all, I lost 5 pounds my first 5 days. Yeah. I lost 5 pounds my first 5 days. I said, what in the hell is this? So I went back. I gave her another $25. I said, let me get another gallon of that. And I drank it. Y'all drinking the hell out of tea. I lost another $5. Another 5 pounds, y'all. I said, what is in this? So I started looking it up. She told me what it was. She gave me her card with her website on it. So I started looking on the website. I said, what is all this? I said, what's going on? So I started looking at a couple of stuff. I said, okay, all right. So I started, I found out some things that there was some residual income in there, and people was making money and stuff. I said, well, Lord, and people was losing all kind of weight. I said, well, Jesus. I said, well, how I do this? I said, she made $50 off me in 2 weeks. I said, I need some of that. Because remember, okay? I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, home. Okay? So I said, well, okay. I said, I done lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks. She made $50 in 2 weeks. I said, sign me up. And sure enough, late in the midnight hour, I signed myself up. Did nobody have a conversation with me? I was in my room. I was on her website, signed myself up. The next day in class, I said, I signed myself up. I said, I signed up for your business. I said, thing. She didn't know how to act. I said, okay. I signed myself for a child. Ordered me some stuff. So let me tell you what it is. Y'all seen this tea before? Original ISO tea? This is what it was, but it was already made. She had it made in a gallon and flavored it. This is what it was. Original ISO is brew tea. It's the tea. It's tea bags, and she had already made it and put it in a gallon. Made a gallon, and you drink 2 8-ounce cups a day, and it flushes out your kidneys and all that good stuff. Waste, and it slims your waist. And I lost 5 pounds in 5 days. Crazy, right? I've come to find out you get 5 of these in a kit. I said, you get 5 of these? I said, I spent $25 for 1 gallon when I could have spent $80 and got 5 for 5 weeks. So I said, she made $150 from 5 of these, but I can get 5 of these for $80 and make a profit. Oh, oh, okay. And then I was looking like they had something called NutriBurst. I said, what's that? So I looked at the thing, it said something about some vitamins or something, 72 minerals and 12 vitamins and some phytonutrients and stuff. I was like, well, what? I said, okay, you say 1 tablespoon a day. It's got niacin and B12 and stuff. I said, okay, cool, okay. Supposed to help your body and everything. I said, okay. All right, okay, except one, okay, cool beans, cool beans. Then I see something about NRG. I was like, it say something like supposed to increase your energy, electrify your day. Okay, you take it with 8 ounces of water or whatever like that. Okay, helps with weight management, burn calories, burn fat and stuff. Got green tea in there. I said, well, Lord have mercy. I said, I need some of that mental clarity and focus. I said, yeah, I need some of that. And then I come to find out it's something called a Get Fit Kit that you get this, which is like a month supply plus a week, and this a month supply of NRG, and this a month supply. And I found out you take these for a whole month together. Man, I lost 30 pounds in 30 days. Now, everybody ain't got the same results, so I lost 30 pounds in 30 days with the Get Fit Kit. The month supply of the NutriBurst and the month supply of the dang on tea and the month supply of the NRG, I lost 30 pounds, y'all. So in 90 days, because see, after I lost the first 10 pounds, the scale didn't move no more, and then the bottom fell out, and I lost 30 pounds in 30 days when I took all three. I did the kit. I was like, yo, this crazy. In 90 days, I lost 40 pounds. I was like, right? I was like, that's some crazy work. I was like, man, and then I found out because I was in the business and I had a link. I found out when people started ordering this kit from me that I was making $60. I said, what the? I said, but I didn't ship nothing. I was like, well, how? Do what now? I said, how I wake up? Somebody went to my website and purchased, because I had posted on Facebook, and somebody went to my dang on website and purchased dang on Get Fit Kit because I posted it, and I made $60. And then the dang on company done shipped it out for me. I said, what? That's some wild work right there. That's crazy beans, right? But it's for real. And then I found out there's a compensation plan that when people go to your website and purchase stuff, you get $20 per product. I was like, oh! So when somebody purchases this, you get $20. When somebody purchases this, you get $20. When somebody purchases this, you get $20. I said, oh. Oh, then I found out they had coffee. Y'all, I love me some coffee. I was like, oh, they got something called the Yellow Slim Coffee. I was like, oh, you get $20 for that too. I was like, oh, then I thought they had a whole slew of products. I was like, they had instant tea. I was like, oh, snap, I could say that. I was like, okay, big. And then, fast forward to now, I found they had rings, y'all. I found out that if you help enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want. That when I made that goal, that thing, that promise to God to help people, that I could get a little reward for it. I didn't know that when I first started. I had no idea. But I got an idea now. And so I challenged myself to help people. And the reward, all this time later, is a ring, y'all. Not a wedding ring. This is a promise ring I got for myself, right? But think it's a wedding ring, that's why it's on, right? Because sometimes I switch it depends. So you know, I've been able to lose over 100 pounds with these products, and it started with me investing $25 and losing 5 pounds fast. Fast forward, over going on 7 years later, you know, I didn't know I could be as small as I am, y'all. I was a double XL. almost dipping into a 22, y'all. That was scary. That was scary. That was real scary. I was wearing 2X. That was real scary. That was real scary to have 2X's, y'all. Real scary. Real scary. But I've been able to help a lot of people lose weight. I've been able to help a lot of people make some money while doing it. And help them, train them to help other people lose weight and make money while doing it. Hit ranks and earn extra income while doing it. Y'all, I got 5 days to help as many people as possible to hit my goal to earn my ring. 31 products. That could be kits. That could be, be a customers or people joining me in business. However it works, however it go. But I'm asking you, if as a black business owner, it has been very trying. I watched people tell me they don't have something as simple as $25, spend $40 on bulk plates of food and post it as though we were not Facebook friends. The same day they post, I want to lose weight and get my stomach out my lap, and I want my stomach to touch my back, and tell me they didn't have $25 and to get started, and then post $40 worth of seafood on the timeline. Not one tray, but 2. And then go right back to posting, I wish I could lose weight. Y'all, I'm telling you, don't self-sabotage. I've been there. Trust me, I've been there. I'm asking you to give me the opportunity to do something that's been proven, tried and proven, tested, tried, proven. I can help you. Whether you want better health, weight loss, mental clarity, focus, and energy, more extra income, time freedom, I can help you. I've been able to change my zip code several times since this. I remember when I was scared to take time off work. I remember when I would have the vacation time, but I didn't have the money. You been there? Yeah. I remember that. Now, it's like, all right. The night we just got told we were going to do something, I'm like, I bet. I'm going. Let's go. Let's do this. It's a team. I'll see you there. I'm asking you for your help in all sincerity. In all sincerity. I got 5 days left. If you order from me, whether it be on hand or via my website, I'm giving free samples. Okay? Buy one thing, let's just say it's Nutriverse. And you want to try, say you want to try the lemon tea, or you want to try the instant tea, or you want to try energy, something that I'm willing. I'm willing. If you just want to try $25, like how I started with a week's supply, I can help you. We can do that. Let me help you. Let's help each other. Okay? I've been able to lose over 100 pounds. I got people in my lineage who have made amazing transformations. I mean, crazy transformations. And it ain't just a weight thing. I mean, it's the inches, it's the They clothes look different thing. They look unrecognizable type of thing. I have worked very hard. I have worked through trials and tribulations. I've had every single reason to stop. But I'm still here. And I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to the end. It's just, I just been pushing. Trust me, a lot of this journey I have pushed right by myself. Helping anybody that wants help. But now I'm asking for help. I'm asking you to let me help you. Or if you know somebody else who might want to lose 5 pounds fast, maybe you heard somebody in this economy and things that's going on with the jobs and stuff like that. A lot of people down, depressed, and stressed in the mess. Everybody could use some mental clarity and focus right about now. People that's working 2, 3, and 4 jobs, oh, they could use some mental clarity and focus. They need some energy. They need some NRG and some Nutriverse. Okay, I've been reading some posts and stuff about people, they're not even eating, they so stressed out. You need some vitamins, you need some nutrients, child. You need this to coat your stomach in the morning. Some liquid vitamins, right? If you know somebody that you heard say they, maybe they were looking for some mushroom coffee. It's got Ganoderma in there. It helps you slim, but it's also got chaga in there. Right? Reishi mushroom in there. So it helps with full body support, right? But also helps with the slimming, right? Everybody could cleanse. Everybody can cleanse. Got instant tea, and you got the brew tea. If you know somebody that want to lose weight, even if they want to gain weight, we got something for that too. They get this Nutriburst, right? Gain weight the healthy way. Energy. Mental clarity, focus. You ain't got to go have no surgery. We got resolution drops. That'll help you with appetite suppressant, right? Help you rapidly expedite your process for weight loss 3 times a day. We got something. I'm taking referrals, right? Hey, I'll take donations too. I'm just trying to reach the goal. I'm just trying to help those who want help. Okay? Whatever your goal is, I want to help you reach it. I want you to have better health. I want you to have a life that's full, right? That's healthy. As to the best of my ability with these products, right? And then tips and tricks that I've been able to learn for the last 6 years. I'll share with you. So I love you guys. I thank you for those who've been rocking with me going on 7 years now. And I thank you for those that's to come. I thank you for those who are going to support me in this challenge. Thank you in advance. I'm grateful for you. Share this live. Share it with a friend. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you in advance. And in the name of Jesus, already done. Get fit with Jen. I'm out.